What if I told you respecting your elders is the most outdated advice ever? So I'm standing outside this ATM. So when I reached the ATM, someone was already inside. An older man of late 50s or early 60s. I stood outside. I waited. Then I saw he withdrew his cash. And when he got out of the ATM, he straight up yelled at me, "Hey, you open the door," as if I was his servant or something. So I thought maybe he meant someone else. I looked at my back. There was nobody. So he meant to talk to me, a complete stranger. Yeah, a man of this age. I could not imagine a man of this age talking to someone like that. There wasn't any please, there wasn't any excuse me. Just shouted at me in anger. Like I did something to him. I didn't. We're complete strangers. We've never met before. And then I was thinking to myself, do you believe your age gives you an authority to be disrespectful towards someone? But I didn't argue. I didn't want it to cause a scene, so I just kept my mouth shut. But the rest of the day, I kept going back to it, like what I could have said, that I should have said. But I'm a quiet guy. I don't want to waste my energy like fighting. And that's when I realized something. Some of the most entitled, rudest people I've ever met were the people older, and yet we're constantly told, respect your elders. But here's the part no one says out loud. Respect isn't a free pass. It's not something you get just because you have lived longer. And this wasn't just a one-time thing. Fast forward a few weeks, I was on a flight to a different city. I'm sitting in the middle seat and there was this older guy sitting on the aisle. I asked him politely so I could move to the bathroom. He let me go. I did my thing. I came back. Cool. Then I guess maybe 1 or 2 hours. It was cool inside the plane, so of course I had to go again. So I asked him, but this time he responded with a very different tone, and it wasn't a good tone. Trust me. He looks at me with this irritated face and kinda shouted, but not really, but as if he wanted to shout. Like, why is it every time we want to go to the bathroom? As if I've been getting up every 5 minutes. This was literally my second time in the past 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. I just wanted to say, what do you mean every 5 minutes? But don't you feel the need to pee at least twice a day? But again, full flight, people around, didn't want to cause a scene, so of course I kept my mouth shut once again. But the part that really got into me was he said, "No, you sit right here, right there. You sit right there." Commanding, yeah. I mean, he's healthy. He's not even weak. And yet, he's so lazy to even rotate his legs just a few inches so that I can have space to, go to the bathroom. And he doesn't even want to do that. He feels so entitled just because he's older than me. You see, this time, it wasn't just about the bathroom. It was about this unspoken rule most people believe in, that if they're older, they deserve automatic respect. Even when they're being difficult, even when they're being rude, even when they're being flat out wrong, being older doesn't give you a pass to treat people like they're beneath you, especially the younger ones. And I say this not because I hate older people. Some of the most humble, kind people I've ever met were the ones older than me. But I'm just sharing this so that, this can be heard. Like, I'm just here to say that entitlement doesn't come from age. It comes from ego. And ego can exist at any age. So yeah, those were a few moments in my life, but they taught me something. Respect isn't about age. It's about how you treat people, how you carry yourself, even when no one's watching. You can be young and still deserve dignity. You can be old and still be wrong. So the next time someone tries to guilt you with this line, you should respect your elders. Just remember, you don't owe anyone respect just because they've been alive longer. Respect should be mutual, always. So share this with a friend if you've ever been disrespected by someone older. Now, you must be thinking, I hate older people, but no, I actually prefer being friends with older people than people of my generation.